Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to warmly welcome you all here today. I'm Matlena Livson from Finnish Olympic Committee, and it's an honor to moderate this event. You have the conference booklets on the desks, so please find the speaker presentations, the program, and the most important facts and figures about the project. I would like to thank Member of the Parliament Hannu Takkula for hosting this event. It's great that we can have the opportunity to be here today. And I would like to thank the European Commission for funding this project. And we are very delighted to have Yves Le Lostec, Head of European Commission Sport, here with us today. The opening words of the seminar presentation will be given by Member of European Parliament Hannu Takkula, who is very active in the field of sport, for instance, Vice President of the European Parliament Sport Intergroup, and Susanna Rahkamo, Vice President of Finnish Olympic Committee, former European champion and world silver medalist in figure skating, and Chair of Olympic Culture and Legacy Committee of EOC. So please, Mr. Hannu Takkula.
Thank you, Matlena, for the kind words, and ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues. So, as a Finn, I think that I go to the point. So, at the first, I would like to say that Erasmus Plus is one of the EU's biggest achievements. It is also an issue which is supported by the opponents of the European Union. Getting sport as a part of Erasmus Plus was a long project. Now it's great to see that this project has reached some concrete. In modern world where physical work has disappeared and many social relationships have become digital, sport plays a more important role than ever. Sport brings people together and builds bridges in society. But which is maybe even more important, practicing sport prevents degenerative diseases, as according to the World Health Organization lists a lack of physical activity as the fourth main cause of mortality in the world. Due to its aging population, Europe will face demographic difficulties which will cause budget challenges of increasing social expenditure. I think that sport funding both at national level and EU level will become more linked to health promotion in becoming years. In my sport report, we have asked the European Commission to take a more harmonized approach to sport policy. In the sport club, the physical activity and social interaction take place, and that is why I see this sport club and health initiative very important. I absolutely encourage sport associations and sport clubs to take part on it. This initiative is a way to develop the core business of sport clubs, making people move and increase the membership's base and satisfaction levels. So I think that's more or less my opening remarks in my side, and I think that then Susanna might go more into details. So I wish you all a happy and fruitful seminar, and as I say, I'm very happy to see so many participants here who are interested in sport, and there also my colleague, Mr. Kelly from Ireland, who is one of the well-known sportsmen here in the Parliament. Good to see you also here.
Dear friends of sports, it is my honor to be in this room today to listen and to talk about the importance of the sports, and more importantly, the importance of sports clubs. I am a mother and a wife. I'm a former Olympic athlete, an exerciser. I am a sport leader, sport decision maker, and advocate of sport. Sport is a part of my everyday life, and I work in order to allow sports to be part of everybody's life. Competitive sport used to be the center of my life. I ate, breathed, and slept for competing and training. It was the perfect normal for me, the only thing I knew. Naively, I believed that everyone is one way or another engaged in physical activity every day. I was wrong. My 2 children practice sport daily. They skate and jump. They bike, walk and run whenever there is a chance for that. They are ordinary, active children, except they're not. The increasing rate of physical inactivity among children and adolescents are alarming. Only 34% of European adolescents aged 13 to 15 years are active enough to meet the current guidelines. Recent figures from the EU indicate that 60% of people above 15 years of age never or seldom exercise or play a sport, and more than half never or seldom engage in other kinds of physical activity. According to WHO, a third of 11-year-olds are overweight or obese. Despite the known benefits of physical activity, there is a worldwide trend towards less total daily physical activity. Globally, 1/3 of adults do not achieve the recommended levels of physical activity. In Europe, estimates indicate that more than 1/3 of adults are insufficiently active. There is a need to recognize that with millions of members, sport clubs offer the largest setting to promote health, enhancing physical activity. Clubs have the potential to reach out from every child to every senior citizen. The impact of sport clubs is enormous to public health. There is a great potential in sport clubs. My role as a sport leader and a decision maker is to harness the potential into action. At the European level, we do have official documents, declarations, and policies to guide our work. The political will is behind the work we do. The role of sport leaders is to ensure that these sport policies find their way from paper to playing fields. Therefore, I would like to invite all sport organizations, federations, and sport clubs to place health-enhancing physical activity into their strategies and into their core activities. More we have people at all ages practicing physical activity, more we will have great athletes and altogether healthier people. I am pleased to know that great work has already been done. Today, we will hear interesting examples from the field about the role of sport clubs. Useful tools and concrete actions will be shared. The newest research will be presented. New attitudes will be created. Action is difficult without any funds. Therefore, I deeply wish to thank the Erasmus Plus program for allowing sport clubs for health initiative to be possible. I also want to thank Mr. Hannu Takkula for hosting this seminar and for being active in sports-related topics in EU level. And I want to sincerely thank all of you who are working with our sports clubs every day. Through your work, you allow the unique secret of sport to be accessible for everyone. Thank you.